Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm pop culture historian Dave Sundstrom, and today we're going to take a look back at the life and career of actress Phyllis Davis, a beautiful and versatile actress who worked in film and television from the late 60s until the early 90s. Phyllis's formative years had to be interesting ones, to say the very least. She grew up in Texas with a family where everyone, her father, mother, and two brothers, ended up being morticians. And even though the acting bug didn't bite Phyllis until later on in life, she knew at a very young age that she did not want to follow in her family's footsteps. It was when she was in high school that Phyllis realized she enjoyed acting, and because of that, she went to college and majored in drama. Ultimately, a wandering spirit and a tad bit of impatience caused her to drop out of college and move to Los Angeles, where she attended night classes. However, at some point, Phyllis decided she needed to come up with enough money to pay the rent, keep the lights on, and put food on the table. So she joined Continental Airlines stewardess school. Yep, that's what they called it back then. I know we say flight attendants now, but way back then, you were either a steward or a stewardess. Or in the case of this marketing advertisement for Continental, a host or a hostess. Although Phyllis graduated from her class with flying colors, pun completely intended, it didn't take long for her to realize that she absolutely hated flying. Fortunately, her roommate at the time was choreographer Tony Basil, and because of that connection, she was able to get work on some variety shows, as well as a couple of minor roles in Elvis Presley movies. As time went on, Phyllis was able to secure more roles. Some of her more notable credits include Russ Meyer's Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, written by future film critic Roger Ebert, by the way, Sweet Sugar, and The Day of the Dolphin, all on the big screen. And on TV, she had a recurring role on Love American Style and made guest appearances on shows like Adam 12 and The Wild Wild West. However, it was on the late 70s ABC crime drama Vega where she first caught my attention. Her character, B. Travis, was private investigator Dan Tana's Girl Friday. It was a fun role, and her character, along with the lovely Judy Landers, kept me coming back week after week. Around the same time as Vegas, Phyllis could be found making guest star appearances on classic TV shows like The Love Boat and Fantasy Island, as well as a memorable appearance on Battle of the Network Stars. Sadly, Phyllis passed away from cancer in 2013. Strangely, her death went largely unnoticed by the media, which is a shame. It wasn't like this lady had been in just a handful of movies and TV shows. She was a talented actress who deserved much better. She deserves to be remembered. News of Phyllis's passing was buried in a list of deceased actors in the obituary section of a spring 2014 Screen Actors Guild newsletter. More than 6 months after her passing, her name simply appeared alongside others, offering little recognition for her career. Even the definitive source for her filmography, IMDb, initially lacked an update on her death. This delay only fueled the uncertainty surrounding her passing. Like I said earlier, it was a real shame. That said, the lack of public acknowledgement surrounding Phyllis's passing could be due to several factors. Perhaps the Screen Actors Guild simply missed including a more detailed obituary, or it's possible that Davis's family chose not to prepare a public statement. It goes without saying, but I will say it anyway. The aftermath of losing a loved one can be a deeply emotional and complicated time, and such a decision to not make a public announcement would be completely understandable. Whatever the case, I'm glad you're watching this video now, and I'm glad that together we can celebrate Phyllis's life and her achievements on both the big and small screens. This lady was a talented entertainer, and this video is the place where we can all acknowledge that. If you have a memory of Phyllis, I would encourage you to share it in the comments section of this video. And if you found the video informative, well, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. I talk about music, movies, and mostly TV from decades gone by. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.
Tuesday on the Lazarus Syndrome, the patient is Joe Hamill's ex-wife, and she's dying. Wednesday on 8 is Enough, wedding bells ring twice for the Bradfords when Susan marries her pitcher and David weds the girl of his dreams. Then Charlie's Angels keep on trucking to run down some hijackers. And on the season premiere of Vegas, Dan hunts the strip ripper.
We're digging in. We're digging in. America's digging into Planters.
Americans who love digging into snacks dig into Planters, like Planters mixed nuts. Lots of everybody's favorite fresh roasted nuts.
Working hard and having fun. Planters nuts are America's #1. We're digging in. We're digging in. America's digging into Planters.
Sunday, Battlestar Galactica receives a visitor from beyond all galaxies.
This man is some kind of a god.
Demonic messiah with the power of life and death. Then the world premiere movie that tells what it really takes.
Not just sex.
To be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Tomorrow on ABC.